420 special, motherfuckers.
That's right.
That's right.
AC podcast.
Hell yeah.
It's the most powwow day of the year.
It's the most.
The most, by far.
We can't legally sing that song because we'll get fucking sued, and they'll take us for everything we got, and we can't afford to lose this right here.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
It's huge.
We'll sing it after we smoke this, so they can't take it from
we
us.
can start them off with a little bit of singing right now because all of our old school fans know about that. Because what time is it, everybody? It's time for the powwow of the week.
Oh shit!
The bigliest
But
week.
this one here is super special because, as you guys very well know, we've been planning this little shindig for quite a while, and as promised, big old generation motherfucking blunt, or Frankensteins out there for all of our friends that don't live on the West Coast. So these right here, guys, we have been saving these up
Forever.
Since we started.
I went back through the notes. These blunts here started getting documented March 3rd of last year. So they've been legit sitting for a fucking year.
Whew.
There are 34 strains in this blunt. It was meant to be one, but I could legally not fit any more inside of this fucking hemp wrap. So we have 34 strains. Should we start with the big one or the little one?
I say we start with the big one.
Okay, there we go. I mean, they're about identical.
Yeah,
So
they're pretty close.
In case you guys were wondering, this is kind of our 420 special with everything crammed into one.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff to stay tuned for. We got What the Fuck coming up. We got Beer of the Week. All of it's in this one.
Maybe a little football.
There you go.
This is some crazy
Oh,
football.
man.
Some
It's
chop
getting
block.
even crazier, man.
But we got to get right.
We got to start with the powwow. Make sure
Damn right.
because it's 420.
First
Damn right.
and foremost.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you very much for joining us. So let's start the rundown on this here because it's a
big
lot.
Run it.
It's a lot.
It's gonna take a while.
That
to
might
get through
take the
all
whole
maize.
hour right there.
Right?
So starting off, we have Dreamberry. We have Berry Diesel, the Chernobyl, the Rude Boy,
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
Strawberry Mamba, one of my personal favorites, the Skywalker OG,
Oh, yeah.
Northern Lights, a true American classic, Strawberry Lemonade,
Ooh.
White Widow, Purple Glue, Blueberry, Organic Blueberry, Girl Scout Cookie, Vanilla Ice Cream, Biscotti, 8-Pound Hammer, Larry Bird, Fire OG, Mimosa, Blueberry OG, Flintstones, Cereal Milk, Sour Diesel, Super Lemon Haze, Cheetah Piss, shout out to Jacob Wells, Shiatsu Kush, Hindu Berry, Blue MAGOO,
Man.
Purple Kush, Strawberry Cough, Gorilla Cookies, Codename I Don't Know, for all the fucking true OGs out
I
there,
remember that one.
G13 Classified, Baby Bubba, a Baby Bubba to the Boogie to Beat, and last but not least, last week's strain, Grape Cakehead.
We're about to be tore up.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I could manage to scrounge up today.
Just a couple strains, huh?
So yeah, this is a 34 generation blunt
Jesus.
that we're smoking on right here, and I even mixed in a little bit of fresh greenery in there as well.
I mean, it's going to take us in all different directions. It's
Yes.
just like, whoa.
There's some fresh Gorilla Cookies ground up on top of this.
Yeah. Now you mentioned the strawberry mamba. I got that right now in the house.
It's a real thick smoke, man. When I was hitting it, I was just like,
Right,
like you could taste how like thick it is. It's
right. That
heavy.
motherfucker is ridiculous,
Heavy is a good
bro.
word.
All of this.
I have a feeling it's gonna lock up in about 2 more passes. But either way, we power through that shit, bro, because you got to see it through, my boy.
That's
right.
Got
That's
to
right.
see it through.
Woo.
So, a little bit of sad news came out earlier this week. Gilbert Godfrey fucking died. Jesus.
Damn.
So shout out to him. R.I.P. to the fucking legend.
Yeah, man.
That guy
One of
made the
most
greatest.
iconic voices of all time.
For sure.
Of all fucking time.
Totally.
No, the best annoying. What do you call it? Like he always played the character like the principal, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The annoying authority figure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He did
What are
well.
you guys doing in the? You know, like oh man,
Yeah.
He's in what? Dennis the Menace.
Problem Child.
Problem
Rob
Child.
John, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
He was the voice of Iago in Aladdin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, can't gloss over that one. That's probably his claim.
If
to
I
fame
re-
right there.
remember it right.
Well, when he-
What are you kids doing in here? I don't want to ever see you again in here.
When he ran the orphanage in Problem Child.
Yeah.
That's
What are
fucking
you doing? You're a stinky, dirty little kid, and I want nothing to do with you. That guy's great.
Yeah, man.
So rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Full disclosure, he was on my short list of people to tap for cameos
There you go.
to
man.
do promos for the podcast, and
That'd be dope. That
unfortunately,
would've been dope.
we did not fucking act fast enough. We you snooze, you lose, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that's kind of the moral of the story there.
True.
Because
His
we could have had an official Gilbert Gottfried fucking promo for any one of our shows.
That would have been fucking rad.
That'd have been super great. But
His last
I
social
was there
media
yelling
post
about drinking beers.
was about the slap.
Oh, was it?
very nice. Very,
Yeah.
very nice.
Oh, and if you guys don't know about the slap, make sure you look up there and check out our previous episode
Yeah,
about
click
that.
that fucking link up there, bro. Dude, there's a nice little fucking layer of smoke right here.
Yeah, I'm also noticing that. That's pretty
This is
gnarly.
fucking great.
Chiefy.
Yes, I'm hearing more about. You guys brought up the slap. I'm hearing more that like a bunch of streaming services are taking all of Will Smith's movies and shit off of them,
Bro,
and that
it's-
fucking pisses me off, dude.
I saw
that
like,
dude.
some of his movies that aren't even made yet are starting to pull
So dumb.
ranks on him.
That's so fucking dumb.
That's so fucking stupid.
It's crazy because, like, if anything, I see the guy as a victim more than anything, you know?
Yeah.
Pushed to the brink of doing something that he normally wouldn't do.
He
entirely
literally
unacceptable.
he's in rehab right now
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's
If you
super...
really,
for anger issues.
Yeah,
I'm
to
like,
find his soul, to find his center, you know.
if you
was
really
the-
wanted to punish Will Smith, you would re-release Wild Wild West in IMAX and give away free tickets. Or no, actually, no. You would charge everybody double price to go watch it.
They
you
would
go.
too. And some dumb
Nobody
motherfuckers would
would
pay
go
it.
watch it.
Somebody would.
Nah.
Wiki, wild, wild west.
Just DJ Jazzy Jeff buys 600 tickets.
I used to love those sunglasses. You could get them at fucking Burger King, was it? Where you can get the
yeah.
sunglasses they had? Yeah.
That was, the marketing for that movie was a lot better than the actual movie.
Very true.
That's very true. Yeah.
He gave us so many false hopes with that goddamn marketing plan. That was supposed to be one of the greatest movies of all time.
It was everywhere.
It sucked.
And so we get a black cowboy? This is going to be fucking great. And they're like, oh, it's Will Smith. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Right.
a drunk superhero.
We wanted Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, right.
Will Smith.
Hey, well, that fucking Hancock movie was badass.
Oh, yeah, Hancock was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my fucking personal favorites.
That's just because you don't normally see him in a role like that where he's cursing or,
Yeah.
you know, that brash person.
The only time you see that is at the Oscars. But you won't see that for another 10 years.
Oh!
Da-da-da-da-da. That
So
sucks,
for
though, man.
anybody out there wondering what the fuck I'm doing over here, if you ever get to the point where your blunt or your joint starts to canoe or starts to run, as they say, you just a little bit of moisture and hit the bottom of that fucking run right there and shut that bitch right on down, and we back to business, baby.
Make that motherfucker slow down. Like, whoa, bro. You burning way faster than the other half.
Pump them brakes, bruh. Pump them brakes. Somebody in the comments will be, no, you guys are just fucking hitting it, bro. No, motherfucker.
There it
The
is.
shit just fucking happens, bro. It just burn that way sometimes.
Well, you got to make sure you put enough. I know people like, oh, they'll just put a little bit there. And I'm like, dude, no, you got to actually apply some spit on there, bro, because
Yeah, if you don't hear the sizzle, bro, you didn't do that shit right.
it burns away too
heard the
fast if
sizzle,
it's
by
not
the way.
enough. Heats up and is gone.
There we go. So we're gonna.
Boom.
It's attempting to save itself. It'll be all right though.
It's gonna
These
make
fucking things happen, bro. These things happen.
Only here on the 420 special.
Only here on the 420 special. And once again, thank you guys for fucking joining us.
That's
So I had a couple of backwoods back sitting around the table, and you know the wheels start turning up here and shit. And I have a theory on somebody that we all know and love very dearly.
Yeah.
Sir Bob Ross had amazing fucking hair.
did.
Amazing hair.
Facts?
I'm wondering, like, how? Like, something don't seem right. Something's always a little off about Bob Ross. Hair's a little bit kinky, not necessarily straight. He had some very thick, wide features with Bob Ross. So I did a little digging, a little research. Come to find out, Bob Ross was nice with the handles, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Super nice with the handles. You guys don't believe me? Go back, dig through the ABA records, the American Basketball Association. Bob Ross was super fucking nice with the handles. Averaged 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 14 assists a game with 2 steals and a half a block.
That's a fucking nice average.
Nice with it. Fucking nice.
God damn.
Yeah.
The original Point Jesus.
Exactly. Jesus Shuttlesworth was based on Bob Ross. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people do not know that. He taught Pistol Pete Maravich everything he knows.
He got tired of taking it to the paint, so he started painting.
Yeah, they was like, whoa, Bob. Where do you think the term comes from? He goes hard in the paint.
Yep.
Bob fucking Ross.
Bob fucking Ross, man.
Bob fucking Ross, man. Once the merger happened, he's like, I'm not selling out to the white man. Fuck that. I'm gonna take my shit. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna retire like Jordan did. And he went home and started painting shit.
Fuck yeah.
And then somewhere over the course of time, you know, when the merger happened and all that, and they got the Nike deal and everything, and the TV shit blew up, they started making all this money, and then Bob Ross lost his shit. And it was a real dark time in his life. Bob Ross hurt a lot of people. And from what I understand, you can track down the location of the bodies by just following the paintings. Because every one of those paintings was just him reliving the scene where he buried a body at.
Those happy little trees.
Exactly.
Scary.
All those where he accidentally spilled red paint on the damn painting.
And had he not passed away, that would have been his defense whenever they got caught. I didn't murder anybody. Those were just happy little accidents. You just beat the devil out of me.
That's right.
See, he's giving you the clues, bro.
It's all
his victims died.
The secrets in his videos. He's like, oh, we're gonna put some trees here. He's like, there's some stuff under those trees, but you don't know about that. Yeah. You know, like just. Yeah. Oh yeah.
The soil was very rich and fertile everywhere that Bob Ross went.
He's like an original Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah.
He ain't planting trees.
That's where the Viet Cong were hiding.
You goddamn right. Goddamn right.
They're everywhere. Those happy little trees. They weren't so.
You remember the merger of the NBA and the ABA was right around the time of the start of the Vietnam War. So Bob Ross said, "Fuck it, I'm not playing basketball for the white man no more." Decided to go and release some pent up energy over in the rice fields of Vietnam. There you go. Go over there right now. There's plenty of nice tall green trees growing all around Vietnam, thanks to Bob Ross. So I've cracked the code. And I'll be cracking a lot more codes than some of your favorite childhood heroes and all the fucked up shit that they did. So follow me. Keep continuing to follow right here on the fucking Powow.
Goddamn right.
See, you just rolled that blunt. You're an artist.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And that was no happy little fucking accident. We did that completely on purpose.
For y'all and us.
He's going to get down to our lungs and just beat the devil right on out of him.
This first one's kicking me, bro. I'm feeling it already. I'm like, heavy.
Do we need to get something to drink popping on if we're here? I see some tasty beverages over there in the center of the table.
Good friend, I got some of the best that's ever been made. My personal favorite, Fields of Green from
fuck yeah,
Fort George Brewery.
That's
How
what I'm
perfect
talking
is that?
Yeah.
Fields of Green for 420.
This is it's one of their rotating series. We've had a few of their rotating series on here before.
We've covered this one before, haven't we?
We may have had this on here. I know we've had several beers
George.
before George on here, so it's very possible. This one only comes out like twice a year sometimes, maybe once a year. And it's one of the rotating experimental series. Well, not experimental series, but they're goddamn, I forgot the name of this fucking weed. It's good, man.
These weeds.
What was I
These
talking
weeds.
about again?
Yeah.
That's a great fucking beer.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
7.6% ABV, and this is, like I said, this is my favorite beer, man. It's just fucking juice. Wait till you see the color on this son of a bitch.
That is like.
I'm gonna go through the archive, and if we have reviewed this Field of Greens before, I will drop the fucking link down in the comments below, or in the description below, I should say.
There you go.
And like you say, we don't do no fucking labels around here.
I know.
It's a fucking real can.
Somebody out there saw me rubbing. He's checking for the label.
I think it's funny because it does look like it's a label.
Yes, it does.
So that's pretty nifty, and I like how they did that. Like it comes off as a label.
I smell orange and pineapple.
A little grapefruity.
A little grapefruit. All right, let's check it out.
So I've
had that one before.
Hey, before we start in on your topics there, I actually had a question for you, Daniel, about beer. All right. So, when somebody makes a beer and they want it to get distributed, where do they go?
Well, a lot of smaller breweries, when you're making your own, you're going to be self-distributing for a while until you start to make a name for yourself. And then what will happen is one of the bigger distribution companies will either reach out to you or they'll respond to one of your emails and say, hey, man, we would like to distribute your product. You guys talk numbers and you come up with, how much they're going to take, how much you're going to make. And, you find out whether it's worth it to do that or not.
And you still have to handle your own production and something like that.
Yeah, you always handle your own production, yeah. And it's just distribution. So basically what the brewers are going to do is they're going to hire a guy in a van to take 5 cases of beer to like 6 different stores or whatever.
Right.
It's your mixtapes.
Yeah.
I was just thinking the same thing. It sounds like the fucking music industry.
Yep. And a lot of
Sell
times,
them out the trunk of your car until you get on with a label.
Exactly.
Unless you know a guy.
A lot of times, like once you get in with the bigger stores and shit like that, like you start selling your stuff to like Total Wine and More, they'll start trying to push you to their other stores, and they'll like they work really well with small guys. That's something that's pretty fucking cool about them. And it's like we'll distribute your shit to the other side of the fucking state.
Right. Well, that's what I was wondering because you want to make a local impact, something like we live in the Northwest, and I noticed on the can it says distributed only in the Pacific Northwest. So if you were making a beer in the Northwest, that would be the process of getting it distributed.
Yep.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's some knowledge after watching some of the shows.
Dropping some knowledge.
And that's what we try to do around here is learn a little bit, have a little bit of fun, fucking. Gets a little out of hand sometimes in some rabbit holes, but
after these 2 blunts, you guys are gonna forget about it anyway. What were we talking about?
Right?
We need to have a podcast stenographer.
Choke me out.
To sit down and like just take notes of some of the little points that we make, just as reminders, so that whenever we go back.
Can you read
to do
that
the
back
editing
for me?
process-
That's what I started doing. I'm writing shit down after every segment. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to write that down. I gotta remember that.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't always work like that. Because
No,
I
it
try to do
doesn't.
that shit too.
My
I'd
handwriting.
be sitting here and like,
Note
okay,
to
so we
self.
did it. We
Note to
talked
self.
about this and this and this and what the fuck else. I've even messaged you guys like, hey, what the fuck did we talk about after this? Because I hadn't gotten high and had a couple drinks and forgot about the shit. So
All right.
we need a stenographer.
So what? Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick about the beer. Like I said, it's 7.6% ABV. This is the Violetta is the code name for this particular run of Fields of Green. If you want to look them up on their website, they've got a link right there. You click on it, you can go through literally. I've told you guys this before. It's the coolest fucking thing ever. You can find beers you drank 6 years ago, and they'll tell you every fucking thing about them. ABV, IBU, hops, malts, everything. It's fucking cool, man. But yeah, you can check them out on there. The hops I use in this one is Citra, Waimea, Talus, and Mosaic. So Mosaic's always fucking good. Citra's always fucking good, and you can
I was
put
just thinking
those
that
in the
too.
bank. That's the shit.
Fuck yeah.
So got some conspiracy theories since we're on the 420, and I know my fucking fellow potheads love conspiracies. And I'm gonna start this one off with an NBA conspiracy, and everybody loves those. This is fucking crazy. All right, so you guys may have heard of Tim Donaghy before. He's the referee that got in all that trouble fixing games for like 20 years.
He fucked the Sacramento Kings out of a fucking trip to the.
He
Western
fucked a whole
Conference
bunch of teams.
Or
So
to the NBA Finals.
So there's another layer. So that guy came out and they've got all the details of that. You can look up all of his crazy. He was betting on the games. He had a whole entire betting ring betting on these games that he was officiating in and fixing. But one of the new things that's coming out about it is AI. Allen Iverson. So Allen Iverson never won a title. And you know who was officiating majority of his postseason games?
Tim Donaghy.
Yeah, Tim Donaghy. And you know how this happens? Apparently, he threatened him. AI threatened him. Said something, I don't know what the threat was, but apparently threatened him. And he said, you know what? You're never going to win a championship. And from that point on, literally the whole entire officiating crew, because, you know, he threatened one of them, they were all like, fuck you, buddy.
I've heard this story a couple of different times from a couple of different people, just through interviews and shit on YouTube. And apparently, it wasn't even a threat. Like it was, you know,
Probably just AI busting balls.
The heat of the game.
Yeah.
You know, fucking this guy, Tim Donaghy, made horrible fucking calls as a referee just off top.
Yeah.
Before you even factor in that he was fixing games.
Yep.
So, of course, the star player not getting the calls that he believes he deserves, like every fucking star player does, starts bitching at the referee, whatever. Tim Donaghy's not hearing it. He can't throw him out of the game because it's going to fuck up the plan he has.
All right.
So, he just fucking ignores him and pisses Allen Iverson off. Allen Iverson not the chillest of gentlemen.
Nope.
When it comes to handling his emotions, I can identify with that. And he might have said something a little out of pocket, like, "I'll bust your fucking shit," or something like that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. You didn't say I'm gonna murder your wife and children. He said,
Right.
"Man, I'll fuck you up. I'll punch you in your fucking shit."
Yeah, right.
And just like that, Tim Donaghy now has a grudge, and go back and check the fucking tape. Go back and check the records.
Boom.
Allen Iverson has no ring to show for it, even though that man clearly fucking deserved that shit.
Oh yeah, one of the
because
best
of-
players to play the game.
Just because of professional courtesy by all of the referees.
So you get Kobe, Shaq, and fucking the referees against you. Yeah, you ain't winning that shit.
No. Yeah. Did you see fucking Shaq and Chuck going at it the other day? Oh my god! I'll see if I can find the link and put it down in the comments below. But this shit is fucking hilarious, man. They're yelling at each other, going back and forth, and Chuck is like, "Shaq, just because you're talking loud doesn't mean you're right." And he's like, "That's not what I'm saying." And he's like, "You're still talking really loud right now." And Shaq is like literally like yelling at him, and he's like, "All right, tell me what. I'm an expert on this." And he's like, "No, you're not." He's like, "Yes, I am. I have 3 championship rings. I'm an expert on this topic."
Wait a minute, Shaq has 4 rings.
He goes, "How many rings do you got?" He goes,
That's the ultimate fucking shutdown of anytime
Yeah.
Charles Barkley says anything.
Charles Barkley got hot, bro. He was so mad.
Because no matter what, like Shaq has the greatest comeback. He's been using it for over 10 years now. You don't have
I'm
any
gonna put
rings,
this bad
Chuck.
boy out.
Yeah, you can go ahead and put that out. That one's officially done.
That's a finger burning,
You ain't got
throat
any
burning.
rings.
Now you gotta
You
set
ain't got
those-
no rings, Chuck.
Yeah.
You gotta set those aside.
They were talking
Wait.
about like how like certain
I thought
owners
he got a ring with Phoenix.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
took our rings.
They ran into Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls in
Oh.
1993.
6?
Yep, that was the last year before Jordan retired.
the first time.
The first time, yes.
That one time.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right, so here, you guys ready for one of those really crazy dark fucking conspiracies that's
Let's do
out
it.
there?
Let's go,
All
man.
right. Have you guys ever heard of John DeCamp before?
I have not.
I have not.
Okay, sweet. This is going to be a new one to you guys. All right, so he's a senator from Nebraska back in the 70s and 80s.
Okay.
And he's since died. He died late 2010, somewhere in there.
That guy. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
he was, like I said, he was a senator in Nebraska. And back then, what was the name of it? The Nebraska State Foster Care Review Board was investigating somebody that they had found to be doing something, suspicious or whatever. And
Right,
they did
right.
2 years of investigation and turned it over to like the authorities, the state authorities, to investigate them. And they found out that these guys were fucking basically like a devil worshipping pedophile ring,
Ooh.
right? And they were taking kids from the
double
foster
wrong.
system. They were taking kids from the fucking foster
Politicians?
system and flying them out
What?
to the East Coast and shit and doing all sorts of terrible things to them. So
Bohemian Grove.
so he turns over the information to the state, and the state's like, trying to
Just kind of make it go away.
kind of slide that thing underneath the table. Well, John DeCamp finds out about this, and he's like, hey, wait a minute. And this dude's he's all outspoken, kind of like a character of a dude, And he's like, wait a minute, no. And so he's dead set on exposing this shit. So he's like
you should
looking
be.
into it. Absolutely, he's looking into it, and he gets a hold of William Colby, who is the director of the Central Intelligence at the time, so director of the CIA.
Nice.
And he's
It's
like,
about as high as you can go, bro.
yeah, it's about as high as you can go. And he's like, hey, man, here's all this evidence I got on these guys. I got lists of names. I got all this. And they're like U.S. politicians and shit. Tell me if you guys have heard this before.
Yeah.
So,
Meet
yeah.
at this cornfield.
Yeah.
What's that sound? Don't strike.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So he goes to the director of the CIA, and he's talking to him about it. And the dude's like, hey, he brings all the evidence to him, and he looks over it, and he's like, hey, these people, this is way bigger and more powerful of something than you can really want to be involved with. Don't fucking go down
It's some
there.
shit like from 24 or some shit.
Basically, like, that's not a good idea. Don't fucking do that. So he kind of hushed him down and got him to cool down a little bit. Well, the dude, John DeCamp, ends up retiring, writes a book about all this shit, and fucking William Colby decides that he's like, you know what, fuck it. He's getting older, and he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go after these guys. I'm gonna do my best to get them, right? Finally, he decides that he's actually gonna put the fucking effort through, and all of a sudden, they find him dead in a river, and
course.
it's in a canoe.
course.
He went for a solo canoe ride, but his dinner
just
was,
like anybody normal person
and
does.
then dinner was sitting on the table. Nobody gets up in the middle of dinner and goes for a fucking
Jeffrey Epstein killed
yeah,
himself.
bro. What?
It's like 2 bullet holes in the back. He committed suicide.
Yeah,
He shot himself twice in
He
the
shot
back of the
himself
head.
twice. Everybody
Yeah.
knows that. That's
Yeah.
how it happens.
That's some fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, bro.
Alleged.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly, but people they did actually look into it a little bit, and they had the political sweeping it under the carpet, so to speak.
Yeah.
And they blamed the people they had people who were victims that were kids that were involved with this shit or whatever that came forward, and they were like, no, these guys are full of shit. They're lying. Put them in jail.
You can't trust them. They're foster kids.
Yeah,
Can't take their word.
Right? Like what?
Exactly. Your
These
integrity.
people are from damaged homes.
Your own parents don't fucking love you. What makes you think we should trust you?
That shit is crazy, dude. I couldn't believe that shit when I was reading it. I was like, oh my fucking god, this is exactly what's going on. Oh shit.
And back then
probably
they didn't
still
have the
same
internet.
fucking thing. Yeah, you know.
There wasn't the internet. How does it still get? How are they still getting away with it now? I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Giselle Maxwell was arraigned and sentenced 3 months ago, yet none of her clients have
Yeah.
gone to trial.
Weird.
Yeah. And see,
And
we're already talking about this too much on a public platform, so if something happens to one of us, or all of us, or if this episode never comes out for some weird fucking reason,
This will get
now you guys know why.
demonetized. So let's talk about guns next, too.
Hell yeah.
If we're going to get demonetized.
Fuck yeah.
I left my shit in the car.
And then I just started.
You got
started.
some gun goss for us? Something going on
I
in
mean,
the gun world?
we could, since there was the, we started off the episode with horrible news, but there was the shooting in the Bronx in the subway.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy ended up turning himself in. Called the news first to make sure that he wasn't going to get murked.
Of
Yeah.
course.
He might have tweeted it out beforehand, and maybe his tweets just weren't popping like that. I can identify with that as well.
Right.
But right, he did say for the last couple weeks that I want to hurt people. I'm gonna go do some damage and stuff. And I'm like,
Oh shit.
well, the red flags are there, but nobody does anything. So
He probably posted it on Facebook too. And Facebook, we're going to take this down.
Yep.
It violates our community standards, and just didn't tell anybody.
Gave him a 30-day ban.
But his friends probably saw it.
You're
And,
killing
none
the
of his
promo,
friends were
Facebook. Come on, stop.
None of his friends reached out to him to be like, "Hey, man, you need a hug or you need something."
As they should. You always got to
Right.
check on your friends.
Yeah, man. Especially when
Apparently,
it's
they did
wild
not check
shit.
on him enough because he hurt 20 fucking people. 10 of them were shot. 5 of them critically injured or some shit like that. So
But everybody's stable,
Yep.
so it sounds like everybody's
that's good.
gonna
Shout out
survive.
to them.
Shit, man. We all have ups and downs. That's
Right.
something
Right.
can't fucking change about life.
Goddamn.
And then
Hey,
some rapper was shot today.
I don't know. I haven't been up on
There's so many
Why are you looking at him saying
so
that?
many rap. Well, I mean, like,
Hey,
I didn't
hey,
do
ooh.
shit. I didn't do shit. Like I said, I left my gun in the car.
no, but his own brother shot him.
What?
Yeah.
Who was it? You don't know who it was?
No, because I'd never
One of
heard
the
of
little
half
dudes?
of these mumble rappers anyway.
Oh,
It wasn't the
he's
Island
probably-
Boys, so we're still stuck with them.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Island Boys.
I had them on my fucking punch card for 2022.
Oh shit.
Oh man,
All they're doing is punching their own
someone should
ticket.
wear the hat every time they say Island Boys. That is their name is just racist. And it's
Right? Aren't they from like Florida or something?
Something like that.
oh, bro.
I was
The
gonna say
mean streets
Texas
of Pocono, Florida, or whatever the fuck.
I don't fucking know.
Pensacola.
Yeah,
They probably live next door to Hulk Hogan.
Right.
probably. They're probably Hulk Hogan's kids.
It's pretty fucking cool to live next door to. Well, Hulk Hogan's kind of an old douchebag now.
No, I wouldn't want to live next to Hulk Hogan.
Uh,
I'd just play Randy Savage's fucking rap album out the window every single day just to piss him off. Be a man, Hogan. 5:30 in the fucking morning.
just start playing his own intro music at like fucking 3:45 a.m. Just
Right.
loud as fuck.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
You guys used to make better raps when you were 15.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't sell a million records like fucking Randy Savage did though.
Nope.
Or Brooke Hogan. Like, how did that happen? I wish you knew a guy.
You know how it happened? Because of good promotion and people supporting it. Like
And she was-
liking and sharing
Oh.
and fucking commenting
Yeah.
and subscribing.
I was
things
gonna-
like that. All those little buttons down below that you see right there. Like go ahead. Tap your screen. There you go.
I was
See a
gonna
little
say,
there's a
yeah.
button there with the thumbs up. Click that one. And you see next to our logo, there's like probably a red button that says subscribe. Click that one.
Yeah.
And
then
thank
go
you
down
for
the
joining
bottom,
us for the
type in the
420
comments.
special.
Thank you for joining us.
But what else we got on tap, guys? Because these beers are fucking magnificent.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
They are
So this is
super
my
good.
favorite beer,
I'm
man.
very much hydrated right now.
I know we need to get in our weekly football talk, huh? What's up with on Shop Block?
Oh yeah. Fuck
And again, we're back to sad news.
Oh shit.
Dwayne Haskins,
Fuck.
if you guys didn't know, he passed away early Saturday morning in Florida. Different reports. First it was an accident, and then he just happened to be on the freeway and got hit by a dump truck, but reports are he was just running
No, he was
down the freeway.
He got into
jogging.
What happened was he got into a car accident and was getting out to assess the damage and stepped out around the side of the car and got
He
clipped.
got clipped by a dump truck.
I think that was officially what happened, if I'm not mistaken. But that's
But
some
the
terrible
photos
shit,
showed it in the middle lane, like the fast lane. So
Yeah,
it's
maybe
like
he
they got
didn't
into an
pull off to the
accident
shoulder
and
or
went off
something.
that
Maybe
way
they just
instead of.
fucking wrecked in the
Damn,
middle of the
dude,
freeway
yeah.
and got out of his car in the middle of the freeway. or
Fucking
something.
It is
A.
very much possible.
That's just a wrong kind of step situation.
24 years old,
Yeah,
and he had
sucks,
just
man.
signed an extension. You know, he
with the Steelers.
Steelers.
his second year.
Fucking A.
And
Unfortunately,
from what his teammates and coaches and everybody said, he was improving a lot.
Yeah, he was putting in work.
In
Yeah,
practice, he was putting in the work,
You know,
trying to get that starting job. So
again, like we
Shit
can
sucks.
talk about how bad Washington is. Like we've talked about it before. Like their owner, I will say it right now. Before the start of the season, that team will be sold because the owner. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. The double books.
Yeah.
Like, he was already in trouble for putting cameras in the cheerleaders' locker rooms and the stadium's falling apart, and like he just screwed over
I
fans.
forgot about the stadium falling apart. That big ass chunk of cement came down.
oh
Yeah,
no,
it's-
they just had an incident this past season where a pipe bursted and it was
Poo water.
spilling fucking sewage
Yep.
and shit and piss water on top of the fans.
Well,
See, exactly.
you also had
there
the,
are videos online. Go and look it up after you're done watching this. You can pull it up on your phone after we're done.
It's a
And
half
there
hour.
are videos all over
It's
the
a
place.
half-hour video of just
Yep.
the bad, like
You sent
leaking
me that same
toilets.
video.
Yeah,
Like in the fucking middle of a
Like, maybe
game,
I'll
like,
just-
full
I'll-
stadium and shit.
I'll put it-
just a couple of
Yeah.
months ago.
Oh.
We're sitting here watching the game, and the pipe right above us breaks right here, and just piss and shit starts
It's just-
coming down
fuck
on top
that.
of our
Yeah,
food,
for
on top of our beers, splashing all over us. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Fuck
but
that.
that wasn't the tipping point. The tipping point was
That wasn't the tipping point.
when the
No, dog, I'm getting.
that,
former-
that wasn't it. We're sticking around for more of that.
yes, because that wasn't enough to get him, to relinquish the team. Now it is the former head of football operations came in front of, I don't think it's the FCC, it's whoever's in charge of all that stuff, and the NFL owners, it's like a mafia.
It is,
They-
absolutely.
and
Definitely.
what he was doing was he was cooking the books, so he would like put college games in the stadium, and then he would take some of the seating from the NFL games and shuffle it over to here,
Yeah.
and like
What he was doing is they were supposed to do. You would put down like a deposit to get long-term season tickets.
Those
And
are the
they were
ones, yeah,
Definitely
like-
saying is taking all the deposits and not reporting them to the books, and the deposits are refunded by the league, so they're recorded and reported to the league, and the league will refund them. But he was literally taking all of that and putting it straight.
and he
into
made
the
it
pocket, saying that he was
super
making
hard
other
for
games.
people to get their deposits back.
Yeah,
Like they had to jump through all these different hoops.
yeah.
But like no, but the real thing is like no, he screwed over the other owners, so like the mafia's mad at him.
And then the word
He was
the word
skimming.
for today, kids,
Yeah,
is
they said
stealing.
the dumbest shit about it all is they said all in all it was about $1 million that he stole.
I saw 5.
$5 million. Either way, those dudes
Between
wiped
1
their
and
ass
5.
with
Because
fucking $5 million.
it was $1 million off the fans, but taking the revenue from the college games off of
Oh,
like
yeah,
'cause
all together
he
it
would take a
was, yeah.
handful of seats from the NFL games
yeah.
and take that money and filter it into whatever else was
Whatever
going
event
on.
that he was, you'd rent the stadium at or whatever.
Right.
For, yeah. That's wild, man. They said they're looking into it to see if he did anything illegal, and I
That's, that's fucking illegal as
no,
fuck.
because that's
Aside from stealing,
they're saying that
yeah.
it's
Putting
like
cameras
crooked
on
ass-
this,
the way that he did it, they're saying it's crooked as shit, and it should be illegal. But the way that he did it, they might not be able to prosecute him because I can't remember like the details on it. But it's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy because the only people that were impacted by it was I think him and the league. I don't think it like impacted any of the individual like the season ticket holders or anybody going to the stadium. I think it was just literally
except the
him
people
and-
trying to get their money
Yeah,
back.
people
Like,
trying to get their money
Yeah.
back. It affected them.
And the people that got rained shit on, they'd have to get a bunch of shots. Because
Absolutely.
who
That's
knows
fucking
what.
insane.
The
dude.
players who got hurt because of the shitty field.
Oh my god.
Well, Jalen Hurts, right? That's the Philadelphia quarterback.
Yep.
That was one of the
Jalen
last, like the
when
fans
guardrail
just
broke and
they
people
just toppled
fell
all
down.
over him.
Luckily, nobody was seriously hurt.
Oh my
but
god.
yeah, when
That shit is wild,
when the division rival's star quarterback comes out in a press statement and says, "Hey, fix your fucking stadium before you kill somebody," you might want to go ahead and just step on it.
And he was helping people. Like
Right.
if
Yeah,
that was Kirk
exactly.
Cousins, he
Exactly.
would've, how you like that shit?
This is a rival team, and I'm pretty sure for the entire game,
Like that
everybody in
shit?
that section was calling him a
That's
piece of
wild.
shit and hoping that he got hurt and every fucking thing else because, I mean, that's what you do as a football fan. You don't want to see the other team win, especially if they're a division fucking rival.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that whole situation sheds a whole different light on it and kind of breaks it down to the simplest form of your shit is so bad that people that aren't supposed to like you are stepping in and telling you how bad your shit is for the sake of the people that do like you.
Yeah. Right.
When
That's
your
the-
enemies back up your friends to tell you that you're a piece of shit,
Right.
you're a piece of
It's
shit.
time to start listening.
Do we want to dial it back from the NFL and go into, if you're watching this now or, past the USFL, the fan control football, control your narrative football,
Narrative football.
Arena League 3.0, like those were, just happened. Like if any of you guys watched it, please comment down below. Like what
yeah,
was
let
your
me know
thoughts
because I don't know what
on
the fuck happened. So
Yeah, the leagues of the multiverse.
yes, the multiverse of
Leagues.
spring football?
Oh
It's
man.
just everywhere.
Dude, I just
Football
did my
is-
first fantasy draft.
somebody
already.
needs to bring back Bo
For
Jackson
what,
in some
NFL?
capacity.
They ain't even fucking draft nobody.
No, so I'm in a dynasty league. So we drafted 26 fucking rounds, and
Jesus
then
Christ.
we get 3 more rounds after the rookies are, after the actual
How
NFL
many
draft.
people you got in this damn league?
10 people in this league.
Damn, dude, that sounds like
26
so
rounds,
much
that's-
more work.
That's so.
It
Holy
took 2
shit.
days.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that gives me a headache.
That has huge implications for your season, though. Like, if you're able to do it all
That's too many
beforehand,
fucking
that's
players.
fucking way too hard, dude.
Dude,
Oh my
I have
God.
like 4 defenses, like
Oh
3,
my
4
God.
quarterbacks. Like it's,
Holy shit.
but it's a dynasty league. You're keeping the players,
Yeah.
so like
Yeah.
Right.
you're banking on like I'm like banking on these younger players, not like the older guys. but-
Right. I get it. It's
That's still
long term fucking playing. It's ooh.
And then every year you just draft 3 rookies.
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know. That's-
Crazy.
I've never been in a league like this. Like
Yeah,
I've
that's
been in
wild,
leagues
man.
where you keep
Yeah,
a
keeper
couple
leagues,
players.
yeah, I've definitely
and
done those.
You lose that draft pick, but
Damn.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be
That's wild.
My brother's got a keeper league that is just ridiculous right now. He got Daryl Henderson before anybody knew who he was. So I think that he was like a fucking 12th round pick or something, like 11 round pick or something like that. So he's like, yep, that's a keeper. And he's got so many, he drafted them when they're rookies, and
Yep.
he's like got them later on in the drafts where he's like, I'm banking that every fucking time. I think he's got Derrick Henry too, and that's Jesus Christ, man. When you got running backs like that, there's nobody that can beat you in fucking fantasy football.
But as you've seen, he finally got hurt last season, and
Yeah.
he's a big dude, man. And once he starts having ankle,
Unfortunately,
I don't think
that's
wasn't it just something wrong with his foot in that. I think you guys. I thought it was something pretty serious. I'm pretty sure you guys put me in check on that one and corrected me, saying that it was just like a foot injury. It wasn't
hopefully
like
it
a
wasn't
joint.
the turf toe, because
Yeah.
Nah,
Actually,
I think
Dion-
it was like a
this
sprained
one's for you.
tendon in his foot. Oh, dude,
Oh,
Dion's
yeah.
feet. Oh my god.
well, he was gonna. They were gonna chop his fucking
Yeah.
foot off.
Yeah.
Damn.
unfortunately
Like
injuries
they had to
were-
chop off 2 of his toes.
Yeah.
injuries
it
were a
sucks.
very common thing last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Very
it sucks, but and that's the way you lose a good talent is by
the
them
game.
getting injured. Early in the game when they first start.
But
So-
as you see, I mean, like we said, the owners are a mafia, and
Yep.
as we noticed with RG3 in his career, they just shoved it. Look at Christian McCaffrey, that guy is a stud when he's on the field, but he is he starts a game 4 plays later, he's broke.
Yeah.
Because
you
he
sneeze
just
on him, he's done.
yeah
That sucks, man.
because he's just he's used up, man.
Yeah, I hope with all I can that dude, heals up and is able to get a good recovery in and doesn't get re-injured. But I know.
Or go to a
I know
team
the story goes.
that has more stars around him, so he's not
That was the
80%
thing,
of your team.
You move him to a team that's got an already good deep offense. That, for example, if he were to go to the Chiefs, he wouldn't have to do 75% of the fucking work. You know what I mean? Like he's doing 75% of the plays.
It'd be 72 because Tyreek Hill's not there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But you still got Kelsey.
No, like if you were to go to like the Rams, anybody that's got a high-powered offense that take a fucking major load off of your running back that way. Rams is actually a horrible example because they've got like 45 running backs and they all get hurt.
Yeah,
but
they do.
Because Matt Stafford's like, I need to hand the ball off to somebody.
Yeah, right.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Why aren't you blocking?
How did I get here?
Where
I thought
the
I was
fuck
in
is
Detroit.
Cooper Kupp?
Right? Where the fuck is Cooper Kupp?
Hey, newsflash, guys. Cooper Kupp is good.
That guy should have been the NFL MVP.
I don't understand how he wasn't.
Got to give it to the quarterback.
Yeah,
Aaron, he's gonna go to free agent.
He
now.
wasn't even the best quarterback in the league last year. Tom fucking Brady was.
Sure about that?
I mean, if you look at the stats, yeah, Tom fucking slayed last year.
I'm just being devil's advocate for somebody down there in the comments because
So we can pull
Tom
that.
Brady was the best quarterback.
We can pull that
So,
conspiracy in.
Aaron
because-
Rodgers, like if you look at his like passing yards, completions, touchdowns, interception ratios, all that. So he's number one with the fewest number of interceptions. Great, that's awesome. But every other stat, I think his next best is like 4th overall. And then he drops down to like 10th, 12th, 14th, and shit like that. And it's like you look at Tom Brady, who's first, 3rd, and 2nd. It's kind of like, how do you argue that guy is not? Like if you're picking a quarterback, it's got to be a quarterback, right? You follow that rule. Why don't you pick the best quarterback? Like, why would you pick the biggest diva you got in the fucking league that now he's going to figure out exactly what it's like? When you act like that and people don't like it.
It's a popularity contest, man.
Yeah. You're super popular with the wrong fucking people.
So speaking about Tom Brady, I don't know if you guys saw this, but so we had talked about it prior to like Miami when Brian Flores got fired. Winning coach back-to-back seasons.
You said fire.
Took.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Continue.
I see what you did there.
You just said the magic
You
word.
caught me off guard, but yeah. Oh, the magic word, fire.
Fire.
So, he got fired because he didn't want to go along with the ownership. And we had talked about how the owners did some stuff prior to last season during the off season, in international waters, meeting up with a certain quarterback. And, there's...
Whoa. I don't want to hear this story about no naked
There's-
dudes, bro.
There's this,
Starts talking about the tight ends.
as this lawsuit unfolds, I think there's going to be some tampering going on with
I don't want to hear about
Miami
tampering
Dolphins.
and dudes on a boat and nakedness.
Daniel's getting excited. He wants loads on his running back.
So the apparent story
We need to hold
is
the next event over there. Bring the dumpster.
Right.
Tom Brady retired knowing that he was going to become, he was going to buy in and become part owner of the Miami Dolphins, play one season.
Is that legal?
Sean Payton left the Saints thinking that he would become the head coach of the Miami
Well, he
Dolphins.
doesn't have Drew Brees anymore. I'd have left New Orleans too. New Orleans sucks.
Yeah.
Well, that too. But so Sean Payton retired, and Brian Flores knew this whole plan was going to unfold. The next day is when the Brian Flores
Report
lawsuit.
came out, yeah.
So I mean, it's just some
Makes you think, man.
yeah.
Makes
And
you
then
think.
okay, I guess I'll come back to Tampa Bay.
Guess you will, bro. Guess you will. I hope the Dolphins completely suck and nothing works out for them. I mean, they have a horrible quarterback. So, I mean, I got that working.
Yeah, they have all the weapons around him, but like they
No
stacked
quarterback.
that team for Tom Brady.
And it's ridiculously stacked. And they've
And
still got draft value, too.
Tyreek's
man.
going to be down there, and Tua's going to be like, I can't throw it that far.
Don't they
Right.
still have all
Like,
their, a pick in every round this year, too?
If they bring
do
back
believe so.
Fitzmagic, the Dolphins
Oh, my God.
would fucking kill it.
That's what they're going to do.
Bring that
Don't
guy
give them
back.
any
Bring
ideas,
back-
man. I sold
bring
my
back-
chips to win the Super Bowl.
We gotta. No, they ain't winning the Super
No,
Bowl.
I'd-
They're getting
If they
motherfucking
bring back Ryan
Fitzmagic.
Fitzpatrick with all that fucking firepower,
I drafted
and that
Fitzmagic,
line
man.
and
Like
everything else,
banking
bro.
on this. I want this guy
Come on
back
now.
out there.
Come on now,
Come on.
this is Ryan Fitzmagic,
Oh.
bro.
I'm like, I'm sitting here, man. I'm like, can you guys still see us?
About to violate.
Like, I see different layers of clouds all the way to the camera. It's just like
this is looking great.
layers,
Yeah.
layers of it.
This main line though.
That whole shit.
Great.
That's fucking a crazy fucking situation because you know it's fucking true. Like looking at it, you know it's fucking true. They're gonna deny it all day, every day, but you know it's fucking true. In the goddamn NFL, the way things work, everything. That's absolutely. They were lining things up for Tom to go there and just fucking kick the dog shit out of Bill Belichick twice a year. And here's the deal: who blew the fucking whistle? Who botched the deal? Hey man, congratulations on the job.
Right.
Oh shit, wrong Brian.
Whoops.
Because I didn't look at the Flores or
Right.
the other. Yeah.
All right, that's like, that's silly, Bill.
If you were an
I
ambassador
see you,
of the
Bill.
Powwow, I could believe that. But
I fucking
knowing
see you,
that I
Bill.
know that you don't smoke, yeah.
You can't push
that's
anything
like a fight
past
me,
somebody who cuts off their own sleeves.
Correct.
At
He cuts the
50,
sleeves off of a hoodie.
at 50 some years old.
Yeah.
Not even all the
In
way.
fucking
It's-
freezing
it's-
temperatures,
Sometimes he
too.
cuts some.
It's right
he cuts
here.
some like the 3/4 shits,
3/4
It's
shit.
like this. It's like just barely over your elbow.
like the old wrestling T-shirts back in the day. So, nah, it was up here, not quite tank top.
he might
but
as well
not
just
quite
come out with,
long-
rubber
not quite a
bands
short sleeve T-shirt.
Stuck to his face.
He said, "What the fuck?"
Long sleeve, short sleeve.
Oh,
Did you say what the fuck?
I did say what the fuck.
Oh,
'cause I'm
shit.
like,
He
what
said
the
the
fuck?
magic word.
Oh,
Speaking of what the fuck, it is the 420 smoking special. So as I don't smoke,
Yeah,
I did bring
where's
some.
This segue going?
some smoked Chex mix.
So you
really
do
now?
smoke, just a different
Yes,
kind of smoking.
I just smoke.
Did you smoke this yourself?
Yes.
that's right.
Smoke your own. ladies
Why would I
and
buy
gentlemen.
smoke from
Smoke your
somebody
own.
else, man? Oh, okay. I was gonna
You
have
have
you
to.
pass
It's the
that
only
down,
legal way to do it. Oh, I didn't know you had multiple bags, bro. Holy
I didn't
shit,
know
you
you
got
had
bags.
multiple bags
My bad.
because this is a holiday.
I missed
Yeah.
the situation here. My bad.
It's like
Okay.
yes.
I see a lot of good things in here. What is what
For
is
all you
everything
people
that's
out
in here?
there,
Oh.
anything you can put in the oven, you can put on your smoker. All right. And smoking and barbecuing doesn't take a season; it's an all year round thing.
Jesus, bro.
All right.
Cheese it.
No, there's all kinds of stuff in there.
Oh yeah, but that's the first thing you grab.
It's almost like
Grab
your
cheese and
your blunt list, man. There's like Cheez-Its, oyster crackers, your
Seeing
typical
pretzels.
Chex
Cheerios?
stuff,
You got some
What are you,
Cheerios
fucking
up in here?
Cheerios,
Cheerios Kicks.
Kicks, Goldfish.
What's up?
There's mini Triscuits,
Oh,
which if you can find
What's
those,
in
they
these?
are
Multiple
fucking bomb.
flavors
Those
of
ones
Chex,
peanut
by the
butter?
way.
Oh yeah, peanut butter. There's
Oh,
peanut butter
love those
pretzels.
There's peanut butter
All I gotta
pretzels
say
in
right
here.
now is
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Shane.
I don't
But-
like those.
Motherfucker.
I want you guys to eat one.
Oh,
This
those
is-
ones are the peanut
you-
butter ones? Oh, yeah. We're
Nah,
not
I
eating
just the cotton mouth comes on real hard.
Man,
Like I was like,
Funny, I don't know what you're talking about.
I ate a cheese it and I was like, holy.
those. That's why
fuck,
we.
dude.
That's why we.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I got
up on
the
the field of greens
that's
right
what I'm
here.
saying. I had to pick it up. I was like,
Yeah, that shit is the business.
I've got a whole mouthful of half chewed dry.
right. It's like being at
It
the
was
bar,
moist, but it sucked all the moisture out of my mouth, and now I just
Right.
I'm-
and you got to
Oh
keep
my
doing
God.
it because it's like,
This cotton mouth is bullshit.
Excellent. I know, right?
Tastes fucking good though.
Well, yeah, it's all a bunch of cereals that
it's just, yeah,
got milk.
good stuff, man. I like that. It was definitely good. That's woo, smoked.
So, did you like season these yourself, or did it just come like that?
It's
Nice.
all on me.
Full compression.
Fuck yeah.
That's cool, man. I mean, how do you
Might have to
smoke things?
fucking
'Cause
bag these up,
I don't
start
smoke
selling
things.
these, bro.
Right.
Well, you have to have a smoker.
I get pulled over.
Well,
a bunch
I
of
would
little
assume
baggies
that,
of
but what
these.
is like? So do you like what temperature did you cook these at? What
250. Just like I said, anything you can do in your oven, you can do on a smoker.
And you can do it better on the smoker.
Yeah, because it adds that extra little.
You should have told me you were doing this ahead of time.
That-
I could've,
that,
giving you some infusion oil from our friend the 420 chef.
That would
To
have
go
been
ahead
cool.
and
I don't know if I wanted to
this,
cross contaminate.
Yeah, he doesn't want that.
cross-contaminating.
You don't want the devil juice in his grill.
The devil's lettuce.
well,
Shout out to Whiskey Willie.
Mm-hmm.
Damn devil's lettuce got him avoiding this today.
He's probably
Yeah.
not even watching this episode.
He's not at all.
I don't partake.
No, he'll watch it out of support because he's that type of friend. But aside from that, he's like, no, I don't participate.
Unlike some of y'all, well, actually not none of y'all.
Yeah, y'all are cool.
Some of the people on our friends.
And if you're still with us, we definitely appreciate you sticking all the way through this episode.
Most
Because,
definitely.
woo! Man, the 420 special is obviously off to a fucking... This is like...
What else are you going to do on 420?
I know, man. I'm saying. Like, kick back with us, smoke some fucking blunts, join your shit. It's been a fucking... Wow.
Oh, man.
Drink some delicious ass beer.
Next year,
It's been a roller coaster ride, my guy.
next year,
Very
our
much.
420 special has to be like the 70s show. Just in the circle table.
Yep.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can
Yeah.
definitely do
I'm
that.
down with that.
That way you guys are a part of it. You guys are front and center.
That'd be fucking awesome.
So if you're a current
Front and center of the
subscriber,
microphone,
remember this, and you'll see us next year in that wonderful thing.
Dude, my
because
knee's fucking
that's how we do.
killing me,
We
man.
try to,
Yeah.
always expanding, taking
get
that
that
amateur,
contact.
extreme entertainment to the
I
level.
wish I had the contact. Like,
I'm so fucking baked right now.
Oh man, you're so old.
This was a great idea.
This was a great idea. You know what else is a great idea? After you're done with your powwow, take your ass down to 31096 6th
Yeah.
Avenue and go check out our friends over at the Hippie House. Get all your fucking powwow needs to fit all of your budgets. From way, way down here to way, way up here to the top of this fucking cloud that apparently never fucking ends because there's
Actually,
a whole bunch of smoke up in here, bro.
yeah, definitely. That's woo.
Whole bunch of smoke in here.
That's how it goes down.
and say hello to Titan.
Yes, very much. Titan, that dog is awesome. He's like the size of this table.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Taller.
But
Taller
taller.
than
But
the
taller.
Yeah,
He's like the mics too. Like,
Yeah. Taller
Yeah.
than the mic stands.
Y'all ever seen The Sandlot? He's as big as the dog is before you see the dog chasing Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
there you go. Yeah, because they make it seem like it's fucking
Bro,
huge.
that motherfucker's head is like this big when it comes over the fence.
When it
It's
gets
like, ah! Like, yo, what the fuck kind of dog is this?
But you can see it's all made out of paper mache.
Yeah. Like, this is a fucking gorilla. When I was a kid, I didn't know no better. It was
Right.
cutting edge fucking graphics, man.
Yeah, that was a great-
Back in the day, that was top-notch fucking CGI. right?
Great creative movie, man. Great creative movie with the little stairs that went down to make the capture the ball.
The little trap with
Yeah.
the metal fucking Lincoln log
dude.
things.
Oh,
yeah, dude, that was
The fucking vacuum
brilliant.
that they had that exploded. That whole fucking movie is awesome.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I've seen
It's
it
one of
so
my
many
favorites.
times. All my kids love it. I've watched it with all of my kids.
yeah.
So it's like I watched it as a
If you
kid
don't
and I
love
watched it
that
with my
movie,
kids like
there's
3 times.
something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Probably German.
Probably you're not a wholesome person.
All right.
Oh, these Americans with their baseball movies. Look at that big dog made
You're
out
gonna
of
get us
paper
canceled by
mache.
Big German.
You know,
Big
people
German.
people might say the same about us and football. Since we are reaching that broader audience, there were those Americans in that.
But football's played
football.
all over the world except for Australia and China. China.
But don't they call it something else though? Like, because
American football.
yeah, American football
because-
is something else there. Like it's
Well, no,
They
it's
call
called
it-
American
yeah,
football
it's called
because
American
football is
Soccer.
soccer.
Because
all,
there's nowhere that they don't
everywhere
have a word.
else.
I mean, they don't have a word for football. Everything
Yeah, okay.
else is just football.
football.
There you go.
So the words foot and ball doesn't make any sense whenever you try to translate it to another language. So they just call it American football.
So when you watch it on TV, does it say the NFL or does it say American football?
NFL, goddamn it.
American NFL or National Football League or
Yeah.
something like that.
Didn't they hit? It was like 96 of the top 100 viewed shows on
The
TV
American
last year,
Football
something
League.
like that.
That would probably be a question for like our international friends. So super smooth to our viewers out there, because I've seen the analytics, and my friend Richard can account to this because he's seen the analytics as well. We have viewers all the way in Japan. We're getting clicks from Africa, things like that. So those people should probably be the ones to tell us down in the comments below exactly what does it say. Do you guys actually get American football on your TV, or do you have to seek it out on the internet?
Will,
Because I'm interested in that as well.
that's you. I know you're in Japan watching this.
There you
Yeah.
go. Boom.
There you go. That
And
might,
see,
that might be the answer to the question of who's watching our shit in Japan. So
Well,
shout
yeah.
out to Will.
I mean, thank God for American bases in Japan.
there you go.
you know, we appreciate any support we get. We've been doing this for, a
Any
good
and
time
all of
now.
it, bro. Any and
And
all of it.
we even have, this is like kind of like the special where we're moving to the new studio, and that's going to be nice after this. We're taking a little a little composure to take some vacations for ourselves, and
Yep.
You
Some
know?
well-needed family time to fall back and let the creative
Get ready
juices
for
kinda
summer.
simmer and soak in. Get ready for
You
the
know,
summertime and new
Oh, man,
adventures.
I'm ready as fuck for summer. This snowing bullshit in the motherfucking goddamn middle of April. This
It
is
snowed
horseshit.
twice this week already.
That's
And then-
horseshit.
And then the day ended at 72 degrees, so it's still almost summer.
Exactly.
and
When we sat down to record, it was very mild outside.
we will be
Close the
going.
door, it's cold.
So everybody
I had to
knows,
go bundle up.
we have a special coming next month, since we're not doing our regular filming. And if you're really staying tuned for this one, guys, because this is we're going to a distillery, and we're gonna go check out their beers, whiskeys, food. We're gonna smoke some fucking weed in the parking lot. We're gonna do everything that we do fucking here
On location?
on location.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Location.
So that's huge.
In the
So
act, yeah.
Field
it's-
piece, our very first field piece. I'm looking forward to that as well.
Fuck yeah.
so look forward to that. Come hang out with us.
I'm looking
Fucking-
forward to it.
I am too. So that's going to be a super special next month. We're not leaving you guys fucking in the dust or anything. Know that you'll see us coming.
Absolutely. Find me on fucking Twitter.
I also heard Backyard Wrestling is coming back.
Yes,
Yes,
Backyard Wrestling
Theater
will be
is
coming
coming
back.
Speculation has it.
Yes.
Mhm.
So there's actually a lot of backyard wrestling stuff that's about to come down the pipeline. We're going to be doing some featured on each different character, and
yeah.
Character
doing some more
development?
personal. Well, no, we're going to do some bio stuff,
Yeah,
and
let
we're
you know who's
really
who.
gonna
Some individual breakdowns.
get a heart, like you're gonna get to hear it from these people themselves and stuff like that. We're gonna make some different content. It's about to come, and it's just for that specifically.
Nice.
So look forward to that. It's we don't know what it's gonna be called yet. We don't know any special things like that, but I'm always working on new shit for the show. So
The Backyard Breakdown.
hey,
In the meantime, you guys can always go back through the archives, watch all the old backyard wrestling videos that are still up on the page. Make sure and check all that stuff out. Or if you've already done that, you're like, I've watched that stuff multiple times. I'm waiting for some new stuff. I need something new to keep me entertained while I'm there. Like something bright and colorful.
Oh, yeah.
Well, got the perfect solution for your problems. 15022 Pacific Avenue, Comics The
Ooh-wee.
Gathering, bro. Perfect.
Yeah.
You got comics, graphic novels, Funko Pops, Magic the Gathering, all of your needs to nerd out and do everything.
They
Keep
got
yourself
motherfucking-
entertained while you're waiting for the new content to drop, the new Backyard Wrestling Theater to come out later on this year.
My favorite shit is the OG toys, man. Going back and it's like the toys
Oh,
that
yeah.
I seen on the shelf when I was a kid, and they're on the shelf there, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I always
Some of
wanted
the
that when I was
greatest,
a kid.
the greatest action figures when we were
Yeah.
growing up, and they have them there. So,
Try to persuade my kids, yeah, that's what you want to get this time. Let Dad buy that one for you.
exactly,
Like, that one looks
exactly.
like crap,
Blame it on the
Dad.
kids.
And then they're going to break it.
Exactly. Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, my 10-year-old wanted this vintage Green Ranger fucking morphing action figure.
Oh man.
I just so happened to keep it and put it in my room up on the shelf where nobody can reach it and nobody knows where it is.
Smart
Keep it
move.
from getting broke.
hey,
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I just got Toby one of those fucking. That's the Beast Wars Transformers. You remember how fucking complicated and hard those damn things were to? Oh my
And he figured
god.
it out in a second, didn't he?
Oh, he's got it down. I don't. I never did.
Technology.
Oh,
Kids
dude.
are way smarter than we are.
Now they actually have Transformers that transform on their own.
Yeah.
yeah, dude, they
There's
have
like
lots
Optimus
of cool
Prime, there's Hound, there's
Yeah.
one of the Constructicons.
shit. You got a remote, and it just and it does all the different shit, dude. It's a fucking complete robot. Like
I'm pretty sure if you go
Autobots
down to Comics
roll out,
Gathering
and
and ask
he
about it,
transforms
if
and
they don't
drives
have
off.
it, they know where to point you to get one.
Oh, yeah.
hey, guaranteed.
Yeah.
I was like, I had to sit there transforming it for like 4 minutes.
All your nerdly needs.
All your nerdly needs.
Ooh.
Spoiled ass kids.
You want any more of that little thing?
I'm good on all that, man. I think we're done here.
Speaking of, well, no.
No, I think
We are not done. We
I'm
have
talking about with the powwow here.
Oh yes, the powwow is done.
But if you're gonna wrap something up,
Hey, you know
what
what?
else would you do?
But head over
But-
to Hire Signco.
Yes, Harris
Goddamn
Psycho, baby. That's
Like
what
this
I'm
hat that's beautifully wrapped in the front with this
I've been
AXE logo.
admiring those the entire show.
Right.
This and this isn't
I
like
left mine at home.
this is embroidered.
I'm so happy.
This
to
is how
finally
far
have
we've
mine.
come in 2 years. We got shit
That's how
embroidered.
far Harris Signco has come in 2 years.
Thanks to you guys. I don't think thanks to us. Like, thanks to his hard work.
Absolutely.
And
Talent. That man's talented as fuck.
Yeah, he is.
And same with Comics the Gathering, 5 years. I think Hippie House is coming up on 8 years.
Somewhere around there.
Like, that's their his anniversary is coming up. It might be 10. It might be 10 or 12. I don't know.
And Comics the Gathering. But you know what all those people do that have in common? They hit their hashtag.
Oh, snap.
Oh, sniped it, dude. What?
Excuse me?
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Note to self. Don't ever let Richard do that again to you. All right.
When Richard gets you, you slip him.
Cool thing is when we come back, he's going to forget about all of that. So it's going to happen again.
Nah. I'm going to get at least a good 50% in there. I'm gonna get like as soon as you guys start wrapping up, I'm gonna be hashtag.
Every time somebody says hashtag.
You gotta do it in the Gilbert Godfrey voice.
There it is.
I think
that might be the new thing.
We're only 2 minutes into the episode.
Hashtag. Hashtag your hashtags. Hashtag your hashtags.
Hashtag butthole cat.
Fuck yeah. Peace. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Find me on Twitter. Find me on there.
Or behind the dumpster.
He wants to be tweeted.
Yeah, man. Engage.